For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reggie Eastwood, and this is my wife, Rhonda Eastwood. I have 12 kids total, and we have a completely mixed family. I would say mixed up, but we do have a mixed family. I've got 5 boys and I've got 2 girls. My wife has 2 kids of her own, a boy and a girl, and we adopted 3 beautiful young ladies. This is my daughter Lily, Jayla, Chloe, and their good friend Mayana.
Grandchild slash neighbor slash.
Yes. But we have a beautiful family, and we've been a member of this church for at least 17 years. And I wouldn't have it any other way, it wouldn't be anywhere else. Having a mixed family is a little different because, as we know, that black families normally raise their kids a different way from white families. And it's been an adjustment when we first got together, but we got it down pat now, and we're experts at it, you know. Now I can tell you, when we first got together, we did have some resistance from a couple of my kids, and actually one of her kids. And but we let them know that love will prevail, right? Mm-hmm. And we stuck it out, and so it took a little bit, but they leveled out.
And 17 years later, here we are.
17 up top. All right.
Get on somewhere.
As far as her kids are my kids are her kids. So there's no, how can I say it? There's no separation or any kind. I mean, we're just family, and that's just what we are.
Yes. I think for sure that he's showing them what a man is supposed to be like, because they've all had not great experiences with their fathers, and I think having him, that he's shown him what a man that loves God and his family, and how you're supposed to be treated by a father and a man. I think that's been huge for them. Like, our cultures were totally different. I didn't know how to cook certain things. Like, I would have never thought about cooking chitlins and neck bones and all that stuff, and now I know how to cook it all. And
she seasons it.
And I season it.
Yes.
I know.
Absolutely.
I don't just use salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just, and like he said, the way we disciplined kids and the patience level, I guess, was different. And you'd be surprised, because he had more patience than me with kids. I was still a little wound up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've had problems in the past where people will look at us a little different and maybe clutch a bag when they see him coming. And you know, when he goes out in public with just Lily and Chloe, he's got some looks like, do you girls need help? Like, is something happening? And another example would be my father. My father grew up the biggest racist, literally, you'd ever meet. And my dad looks at it totally different now.
So her dad works the fall festival a lot. He used to, and he would always sit out with the sheriffs. One day I took the girls to the fall festival, and I was walking past the sheriff's booth, and I heard him holler, and he hollered for the girls, and they was like, "Grandpa." So they ran over there to give him hugs. And he gave them all hugs, and he turned around and he said, "Reggie," he said, "come here. I want you to meet somebody." And he walked me over and he said, "Hey," he said, "I want y'all to meet my son-in-law." And all the guys stood up. I gave him a hug, you know, say, "Hey, nice to meet you," you know, whatever. And when I went home, I told her about it. Well, anyways, I went home, she was crying. And she said that, you know, my dad would never, ever introduce you as a black man as his son-in-law. And he introduced you without hesitation, without anything. And she said, "And I know for a fact that my dad has changed because of you." And I thought, okay, well, thank you.
I think think he likes him better than he likes me. Probably. But he healed my dad's heart.
You know, I treat people like I want to be treated. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who they are, whatever. I treat people like they were me. And that way I know I'm going to treat them right because I don't want anybody to treat me bad. So it's Black History Month. And what it means to me is it means equality. It means freedom. It means that I am judged on an even scale with everybody around me. Black, white, Mexican, Chinese, whoever. We're all equal, especially in God's eyes. I think that we as a Black culture have come a long way as far as from where we were back in the days of slavery to where we are now, but we still got a long way to go. And it takes the work and the dream of more than one person for us to get where we need to be.
Just as I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
He had this dream, and this dream, we've seen his dream come to reality. A lot of his dream, even though we've got work yet to do, you see his dream. And we live his dream. And I believe that. I believe that the work that he did along with a lot of the other civil rights leaders had paved the way for all of us. I just want to say that without the dream of leaders like Martin Luther King, that none of this would be possible right here. Right?
Yep. Stop. You're weird. This is it with
Look,
us.
that's all you
There's
have.
no
I know.
good smiles because we're all weird.
And that's true. True.